Well, this is a big fight night with the authentic atmosphere. This arena is alive with excitement. And the reception for this, it really was quite something. And Sibson, who after all is the European champion, and Minter has no title at all. Sibson must have felt he was walking into the lion's den when he came into this ring. Such a hostile reception he got. And it is very reminiscent of that night when Minter lost his world title here to Marvin Hagler almost a year ago. This is the fight billed as the showdown, and it's been unnatural since the moment it was made. Tony Sibson, the up-and-comer from Leicester, the new European champion, and Alan Minter, the old stager, 30 years old, former world champion, former European champion, former British champion, and now back in the ring to try to find himself a place still in the world rankings. And if he loses this, there seems to be nowhere to go but out. Minter, the southpaw, some 2 or 3 inches taller than Sibson. And these two sharing a record purse for a European Middleweight Championship. They're sharing something like £175,000. And Minter, although he's not the champion, is believed to be getting slightly the bigger share. Minter signaling Sibson to come to him. Minter with the better reach. Minter with more experience in the big time. Sibson has admitted himself that he must put the pressure on Minter the same as Hagler did. He can't stand off, because if he stands off, he'll be picked off. One man on his way up, and the other who's been at the top. Sibson finds Minter's face again with the right hand, and has to take a few rights himself from the face. Sibson, of course, at one time was a sparring partner of Minter's, so they know each other's styles. Sibson's face is reddened a little, where Minter's southpaw leads are found. Really was an electric first round, and there's almost a sort of relief going through this stadium that at last we've got the first round over. Now we can relax and get on with the fight. The atmosphere, really, you could cut it with a knife. Sibson, 23 years old, 46 fights, 42 wins, 1 draw and 3 defeats. But this, by far, the biggest test of his career. And you wonder just how the atmosphere of this fight is getting at him. Minter's used to this sort of thing. Sibson isn't really. Minter, 9 years a pro, the former world champion. Tonight making what must be the final fling to regain something like the old success. He's lost 2 of his last 3 fights, and away went his world title. Round 2. This is one of those natural matches, like Boone and Danaher before the war, like Stracy and Green not too many years ago. And Wembley is packed for the occasion. Second defense Sibson has made of this European title. He's won his last 9 fights in a row. He's the former British champion. Interesting enough, he used to be a southpaw himself when he was an amateur, and they turned him round. Minter composed. No rashness yet. He's often been guilty in the past when the pressure's been on of losing composure. Again, he signals to Sibson, come on in. Total confidence being shown by Minter at the moment. Trying to impose a little bit of experience on this younger man who's got it all to prove tonight. Minter is throwing his fists fast and accurately and looks as though he's enjoying himself. Sibson has to come close. Shorter man, less reach. Getting picked off as he tries to come inside, but he has to come inside if he's going to do any good. And Sibson's work looks a little ragged as he tears inside. And Minter ties him up with authority. Minter's had 2 useful opening rounds. Good lively start for this European Championship. And Minter, of course, trying to put behind him the memory of that terrible night here a year ago, where Marvin Hagler, the American, stopped him in the third, gave him a hammering and some bad cuts. And since then, of course, he's gone to America and dropped a split decision to Mustafa Hamsho over 10 rounds. That was in June. He faded over the final few rounds. Controversial decision, but it went against Minter, and that again did his world ranking no good. The provincial boy from Leicester, Sibson, who's really yet to savor the big time, but getting his full dose of it tonight.
Check it out. Round 3.
Vulnerability of Minter, of course, are his eyes, and you can see the scar tissue, particularly around the left one. Sibson getting the constant wave on signal from his corner to come forward. He knows himself he must come forward and get inside. There was a little buzz of almost astonishment when they came together in the center of the ring at the start of this fight, at just how short Sibson looked when they stood toe-to-toe. The manager of Sibson, he's the one who's making the signals. Come forward. Sibson's beginning to pick up a few points off the head of Minter. Was the first really big and savage Sibson attack. And he had the ex-world champion backing up to the ropes. And Sibson looks as though he's gaining in confidence.
She's got Minter with the left.
Oh, an almighty left hand with Minter on the ropes, and he took it full-blooded. Compulsory 8 count. Third round. And the former world champion all over the place on that punch. And he's got him just the way Hagler had him, and he's gone. Minter's gone, it's all over. And you're looking at the end of a career. He's gone. His nose, I think, is broken. He's counted out, and his father-in-law, Doug Bidwell, has gone immediately to him to console the man who doesn't know where he is, sitting on the floor. And that is the saddest ending you'll ever see to a man's boxing career. And Sibson, on the other side of the ring, is celebrating in no uncertain fashion. He is fully entitled to. And Minter, to his credit, is looking up and laughing at him, and I think he's even congratulating him. So the young man from Leicester proved himself in the big time, and he did it with the first big left hand he threw when Minter was on the ropes. And only now does Minter feel ready to climb to his feet and go back somewhere. He's going to the ropes to try to get a little sympathy from this Wembley crowd. There were 75% on his side, and now they know he's 100% beaten.
Of the third round, the winner and still middleweight champion of Europe is Tony Sibson.